Do you feel the vibes?
Ko rin kayo on how to prepare. Pwede din kayong gumawa ng isang action research. When we see an action research, para lang siyang 4 months or 6 months na research paper, masyado ding madali. Okay? Pero, ang pinaka main purpose talaga or output natin is to create or come up with one quantitative research or output for practical research too. So meaning, next meeting, next Saturday, di ba by group na kayo? You have your groups in research. Tama? Tama ba?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Next meeting, please prepare your PowerPoint. We will going to check your proposed title. I-check natin ano yung mga naisip nyo na title. So you will going to prepare at least 3 titles kasi baka mga pangit ang mga title na i-prepare nyo, no? So at least kung may reject ako na isa, may backup pa kayo na 2. Meron tayong mga pilian. Okay? Understood ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, what else? So, hindi na ako nag-prepare ng activities sa Google Classroom kasi nga, as I said, lahat ng activities ninyo or output, ilagay natin sa mga folder. Halimbawa, Irish is on. May folder talaga siya for Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4, Module... Para pag-click ko ng pangalan niya sa Messenger, nandun na lahat. So, ganun na lang ang gawin natin. No, kasi maraming mga estudyante nagko-complain they cannot access the link, they cannot send answers in the Google Classroom. So gano'n na lang, sa Messenger na lang, iba folder, ipapasok ko na lang lahat-lahat doon sa ating Messenger. Okay? Or sa ako na lang mag-ano ng folder, kung hindi pa kayo marunong magpasok sa isang Google Drive, isi-send ko ang link tapos doon nyo lahat isi-send, isahin na lang natin. Okay? So, for now, ang gagawin ko sa inyo, still we will going to continue. I will going to continue to coach you on how to prepare yung mga chapter 1 natin. Ganun pa rin, no? Part of chapter 1 is making the number 1 part is introduction. Nasa module naman kasi lahat yan. Yun ang pinakauna. Nag-send ako ng sample ng research paper, di ba? First is the title page. After the title page is your introduction. Sa introduction natin, pwede siyang 1.5 page. After the introduction is your statement of the problem or research questions. And after the research question is yung significance of the study, yung mga scope and delimitation, and then definition of terms. Okay? So which is, hindi pa kayo makapacheck sa akin unless hindi ko pa na-approve ano yung title na i-work out ninyo by group. So for now, I will be teaching you on how to prepare the definition of terms and hypothesis of the study. So that is quarter 1, module 7. Okay? So, klaro ba ang ating module in your in your cell phone or tablet? Klaro?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Sir.
Okay, very good. So, yun lang muna ha. Wala muna magsasubmit ng paper unless hindi ko pa na-approve ang inyong title. Okay, so before we will start with our lesson on lesson 7, definition of terms and hypothesis of the study, so let's have a very short review of our past lesson. So answer the following question comprehensively. Write your answer on the space provided. So, hindi ko na kayo ipapawrite. Just recite na lang. Okay, direction number 1 is answer the following question. Okay, number 1. What is a conceptual framework? I think we discussed that last meeting. Yes, Miss Rexy Joy, you are raising your hand. What is a conceptual framework, by the way?
A conceptual framework is used to understand the place of and inform the direction of a research project.
Okay, so hindi ko alam kung sino ang mahina ang internet, ako ba o si Pakul ba? Parang putol-putol siya. Trixie, Rexy, putol-putol ka. Ulitin mo.
Ay, ulitin, sir? Okay na, sir?
Oo, putol-putol kasi. Yes, again.
A conceptual framework is used to understand the place and inform the direction of a research project.
Okay, very good. So meaning, a conceptual framework is your direction of your research, 'di ba? Sabi ko na ako, to tell you honestly, when I create my research paper, aside from the title, I always create the research question, the SOP, and the conceptual framework. Kasi conceptual framework is the direction of our research. Kung ano ba ang gagawin mo? Is it an action research? IPO model lang ba? Input, process, output? Or pwede yung correlation din, the independent variable and dependent variable. So, okay, second question. Why do we need conceptual framework in quantitative research? Why? Yes, Mr. John Vicente, you are raising your hand.
Because sir,
Why we need
because sir, conceptual framework assists our understanding of the causal and correlational patterns of interconnections across ideas, observation, concepts, and other parts of experience. You develop your conceptual
Okay,
framework because existing theory is insufficient for your study.
okay, very good. So, I hope na in your level, talaga magagaling kayo ng mga researchers soon, no? Kasi nga, yung principal ng senior high school din ng Ramon asking me, Sir Mark, nagpagawa ka ba ng research paper? Ako ba yung nagpapagawa? Actually, the division office discouraged us that students are required to make a research paper kasi baka mag-survey sila in a barangay and then they will expose. Ang sa akin naman is that since online tayo, we can create a research paper. You know what? Di ba may gipa-answeran ako sa inyo? Nag-survey ako doon yung what are the problems encountered in answering physical science? Tama ba?
Yes, sir.
Nag-answer kayo noon? Oh,
Yes.
pwede yun siya na type. Yes, ganun na type na pag survey natin sa messenger lang, screenshot nyo, picturean. Ang iba, gina-email, gina-gmail. So I am very thankful sa inyo kasi nag-respond kayo. As actually, sumali ako sa, ano yun siya, that is a division research competition. So whole South Cotabato to. So kung mananalo doon, ilalaban sa regional research. So sana makapasok ako, no? The way I interpret your answer, ginawaan ko talaga ng research yon. So yun din ang gagawin ninyo when you conduct soon, no? Kung mag-conduct na kayo, pwedeng ganun na style. Yung mga questions nyo, pwede siya through messenger, pwede nyo i-video call, pwede nyo i-record, kasi no need na mag mag face-to-face. I-send lang sa kanila and they will going to answer the survey. Okay, thank you, Mr. Vicente, for a very well-informed answer. Now, next, number 3 question. Is it necessary to define the terms in your conceptual framework, or I mean the independent and dependent variables there? Why or why not? Kailangan ba nating i-define yung mga variables ninyo or yung mga technical terms? Yes, Ms. Ecleo, you're raising your hand.
For me, sir, yes, sir, because they are important, sir, and they drive the research process, sir.
Very good. Correct. They are very important. For example, you write the word students' attitude. Okay? Mga students' attitude. So, ano naman kung babasahin niya ng isang grade 9 student ang research paper mo, kung hindi mo gi-define what is a student's attitude, they cannot answer. Or I mean, they cannot understand, ano ang ibig sabihin ng student attitude? Di ba? So, very good, Ms. Ecleo. We need to define the technical terms or the terms found in your study. Okay, let's have a very short game. Encircle the words that you find in the puzzle box and use them in a sentence. Write your sentences in the blanks provided. So dito, hindi na ako magpasulat, magpa-recite na lang talaga ako. Sandali lang. Kukuha ko ng paper for your recitation today and I will give additional points sa mga maka-recite. First thing is you will get or choose the word and then use it in a sentence. Okay? So let's start. Words that are related with our lesson or related to previous lesson, or words that can be related to research. Okay, who wants to answer? Yes, Miss Ecleo, you are raising your hand. Go. What is the word?
Ano, sir? Internet, sir.
Internet. Saan bandang internet?
Dampi sa ano, sir? Sa nang ube, nang sa ano, sir, nang dampi, dire sa, ano, sir, sa kilid siya dampi, sir. Nang I, na may
Kaya lang ha.
IN.
Sige,
Basta nang
mag-color
ano,
tayo.
sir. Sir,
So,
ning
on
internet.
the
Sir, oh. Dire dampi sa kilid. Ning,
sa
ano,
gilid.
sir, sa una, dampi, good nga column, sir. Tapos, pa-down ka dahil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mga 8, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yes.
Sir.
So, here is the internet. Very good, Miss Ecleo. You got one. Ito. Okay. Use that in a sentence.
Ano, sir, I found out about the kidnapping from the internet.
Okay, very good. You found kidnapping based on your internet. Okay, next. Parang may nag-raise na hindi ko nakita. Pakiulit lang ng raise. Another word. Jerlyn
Sir.
Ogabang. Si Ogabang muna. Isa-isa lang.
Printer po, sir.
Print.
Printer.
Printer. Saan banda?
Sa upper
Please
part
help
po,
me in
sir.
finding the word.
Sa upper
Sa
part.
upper part. Oh, yes. There is what we call printer. Okay. Use the word in a sentence.
I use printer for the research paper, sir.
Okay, very good. I use printer for my research paper. Anong date ngayon? 27 ba? 28.
27, sir.
27. Okay. Very good. Ang gagaling ng mga students. Next, Queenie Joy Fabiliore. What is the word?
Review po, sir.
Review. Ikailang column si review?
Second
Saan
po,
dito?
sir.
Second. Ito. Pababa. Okay, yes. Ay, hala, sorry. Ala, paano ito? Wait lang. Okay, use the word in a sentence.
I
Ayan.
review our research paper to make it clear.
Very good. 'Di ba? Ang galing na ng technology ngayon, no? We can answer the module automatically. Mako-color din natin. Yes, I review. Okay, next. Meron pa ba? Yes, Mr. Vicente. Another word.
Plagiarism, sir.
Plagiarism. Where is that? Ikailang column
10,
siya?
sir. Sa ika-10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dito.
Paabot, sir.
Plagiarism.
10 po nila, sir. N.
Saan ang plagiarism? Ito. This one. Yes. Tama ba? O no,
Yes, sir.
parang ako ang nakakita o ikaw talaga. Okay, use the word in a sentence.
The teacher checked all the research paper if anyone has used another word. So, the teacher accused Jerry of plagiarism because she knew he could never write such an exceptional paper.
Wow, very good. Parang advanced talaga itong si Mr. Vicente ba? Ang tatalino ng mga Yums. Okay, very good. Next, meron pa ba? Irish Ison. Yes, may nakikita pa si Irish Ison. Actually, you can double your answer.
Ano, sir, ng paraphrasing.
Paraphrasing. Saan banda?
Nang sa column, sir, ng kaano siya. Wait lang. Paraphrasing.
Here. Nakita ko din. Very
sir,
good.
sir.
Mabuti na lang malakas din ang... Okay, use the word in a sentence.
Paraphrasing is needed in a research paper because it is convey the meaning of the original message, sir.
Okay, very good. Paraphrasing, ginagawa natin, especially in doing your RRL, no? For example, when you read a journal or when you read a book, then write it the way you understand it. Hindi ka pwede mag-copy-paste. Kaya kung mag-copy-paste ka, ma-plagiarize ka, kakasuhan ka, kinopya mo ang research paper ko, kinopya mo ng buong-buo, ganon. Or, other one is that when we say plagiarism, then kanina kay Mr. Vicente, for example, when you use the words and then Hindi ka nag-cite ng author, so you will be charged also with plagiarism. Okay, meron pa? Wala na. Escalada is racing. What is the word?
Synthesis, sir.
Synthesis. Saan
Sa ano,
banda?
sir? Ng second column, tapos
Oh
ano,
yes,
ng
ito
second to
nakita ko
the
na.
last.
Yes, synthesis. Okay, use the word in a sentence.
Please, please synthesize your sentence.
Okay,
Your words,
please.
sir.
Grabe, no? Please synthesis your sentence. Okay, so when we say synthesize, yung parang yung ginamit natin ito sa practical research 1, qualitative research, when we say synthesize, for example, nag-interview ka, ito yung answer niya, isang band paper, based on your interview, you will going to synthesize that. Meaning, kukunin mo lang yung mga words that is very important or yung mga main thought. Okay? Very good. Sino yun? Escalada yun, no? The term is
Po, sir.
okay, synthesis. Meron pa ba? Wala na.
Meron pa, sir.
Sir, ako, sir.
Okay.
Sir, ako.
Yes.
Ako, sir.
Ogabang again. You are raising your hand. What is the word?
Research
Ilan ba
po, sir.
Okay, mga 10 words. Research. Saan banda si research dito?
Sa, ano po, sir, sa last column, sa right.
Oh, yes. Here is research. Very good. Okay, use the word in a sentence.
The study is an important piece of research.
Okay, si Ogabang ba yung nag-answer? Ikaw,
sir.
no? Okay, very good. Next, meron pa, saludar is racing. Anong word saludar? What is the word? Ay, wala man. Nag-raise ng hand si saludar. Hindi na siya mag-answer. Okay. Another one, LV. O, sige, go LV. What is the word?
Literature, sir.
Literature. Yes. Nakita ko na kagad ang literature. Okay, use the word in a sentence.
She took courses in history and literature.
Okay. So, LV. What is your last name, LV?
Salazar po, sir.
Okay, Salazar. So, the word is literature. Okay, very good. Meron pa? Ubos na natin.
Ako pa,
Nakasampu
sir.
na ba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are still 2 words or pwede pa sobraan natin. Yes, sino yung nagsabing ako po? Ano pa? Meron pa ba?
Wala na, sir.
Okay, Shane. Yes. Wala na. Pero according here in our module, supposedly there are 10 words. So yung nasagot nyo, 8 words pala. Maghanap pa tayo ng 2 words related with our lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pa lang. May dalawa pa. Ano pa kaya? Wala na talaga?
Sir.
Oh, yes. Sino yung nag-sir?
Pwede ang word
Oh,
na
Carla Shane.
plug, sir? Plug na ano? Plug. P-L-U-G na word. Plug.
Okay. Ipa-plug? Yes, yung isasaksak. Ano bang ipa-plug mo?
Plug the charger.
Pero hindi ba siya related? Plug. Oo. Ano pa? Meron pa ba? Parang ubos na natin, no? Hmm? Wala na. Wala din ito sa answer key, no? Sa likod. May answer key ba? Na-check yung answer key sa likod.
Wala,
Wala ka,
sir.
sir.
Wala din. O, tayo na lang talaga maghahanap ng mga words related with research. Wala na. Wala na. Okay. Pero ilan ba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walo pa lang lagi. So meaning there's still 2 words lacking o hahanapin natin. Sige, we will not waste the time. Sige na lang. We will proceed with what is it. Okay? So let's discuss what do you mean by definition of terms in research. So when we say definition of terms, it is an alphabetical list of important terms based on the context design of a particular research paper, and it is usually defined operationally. So kung maglalagay tayo ng isang definition of research, dapat nakaano daw siya class? Naka-alphabetical. Okay? And aside from that, it should be defined operationally. Sige, magpapakita ko ng isang example ng research paper ng mga students, and then i-check natin kung tama ang pagkalagay niya ng isang definition of terms. Sige ha? Tingnan natin yung gitsend ko sa inyo kay Miss Simpao, chapter 1 to 5. Is it visible? Klaro ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige, very good. Ayan. Tingnan natin, ito yung chapter 1 niya. Ito yung mga gagawin nyo. Sample ito, introduction. So, sa introduction natin, kailangan klaro talaga ano yung problem ng research nyo. So, that is 1.5 page. Bago mag-end ang introduction ninyo, may nakalagay talaga na considering the facts presented. Yan ang tinatawag natin ng mga concluding paragraph. Bakit ano bang importansya ng research nyo? And then, your statement of the problem or SOP nyo. Dalawa din na klase. Merong general statement. This study aims to identify the blah blah blah. Kasi yung study niya, gusto niya daw pag-aralan yung influence of online video lectures sa learning interest ng mga estudyante in English. Kasi ano siya English, gusto niya maging English teacher itong si Miss Simpao from Tupi National High School. So nagpapatulong din siya sa akin sa research niya kung tama daw. So aside from general statement, meron din siyang specific problems. Specifically, it will question. So ang SOP niya 3. After ng SOP niya, naglagay siya ng hypothesis. Kasi ang SOP number 3 niya, gusto niyang itanong if there is any significant relationship between the online video lectures and the learning interest of students. So ito yung hypothesis niya. Ginamit niya ang null hypothesis. So sabi niya, there is no significant relationship between the online video lecture and the learning interest of students in English. Ngayon, gumawa rin siya ng theoretical framework kung saan niya gin-anchor ang kanyang naglagay siya ng isang theory para magawa niya ng maganda ang kanyang conceptual framework. So, ang kanyang research is a correlative research. Okay? So, ayan, ginawa niya. Figure 1, ang independent variable niya or cause niya is ang influence the online video. At yung effect niya or the product niya is tataas ang learning interest ng mga estudyante sa English subject. Kung may video ba si teacher sa English, mas maganda ba siyang tingnan? Okay? So ito na-discuss ko na rin sa inyo yung significance of the study. That is module 5 siguro ito. Ayan, after the significance, ang scope delimitation na discuss natin last meeting kasama ang conceptual framework, that is module 6. So nandito tayo ngayon sa definition of terms. Ayan, yan ang example. Sabi niya, ang kanyang introduction is that for clarity and better understanding, terms used are hereby defined operationally in relation to the problem of the study. So when we say operational definition, hindi siya nag-base sa encyclopedia or dictionary. Gin-base niya sa kanyang sarili. Nagbasa siya ng dictionary and after that, he defined it operationally. Meaning, when we say operationally, the terms that you will be using in your research. Example sa English. Sabi niya sa English, is a subject taught in a school and a language that is mostly used as a medium of instruction in a subject. Also, a language that is widely used in various places throughout the world. So, yun ang sabi niya dito. Okay? So, i-check natin kung gi-arrange niya alphabetical. Tingnan natin kung napa-alphabetical niya. I-check nyo daw class. Is it alphabetical? Hindi. Ang mga definition of terms niya. Wala, no? Can you see it? Can you see? Naka-alphabetical, wala.
Sir.
Okay,
Yes,
very
sir.
Yes,
sir.
naka-alphabetical. Very good. So, yan din ang gagawin ninyo. So, when you define a research paper, dapat naka-alphabetical din ang inyong mga terms. Hindi siya paramihan, when we write a definition of terms, hindi siya paramihan ng definition of terms, but yung mga terms that are related and important in your research paper. Okay? Did you get me? Hello? Did you
Sir.
get me?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
very
sir.
good. Now, let's continue. So, the research proposal, kasi gagawa kayo, ang pinaka-final product na inyong gagawin is to create a research proposal will likely include terms that are not widely known outside of the discipline. Meaning, those are technical terms, no, in your research. These terms include particular theoretical constructs, formulas, kung may mga formulas kayong ginagamit sa inyong research paper, operational definitions, that differ from the colloquial definitions, the schools of thought and discipline-specific acronyms, and the definition of terms most likely a reference of the reader of a research study. Meaning, those terms that are highly technical used in your paper will be defined operationally. Okay, did you get me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay, very good. So, in addition, definition of terms is usually an annex to a word. So, when you define words, meaning para siyang annex. Kaya nga, parang in addition, in a book or research paper, pamphlet, etc., either at the beginning or more likely near the end with a list of acronyms. Halimbawa, nagamit ka ng word na MNHS. Other reader cannot read what or didn't know what is MNHS. So, i-define mo siya operationally. So, that is Malta National High School. Okay? Next, what else? Ala, hindi, kasi nag-live ako dito sa Facebook para somebody will going to hear me. Pero sabi nila, no audio. Ano audio? Kasi naka-video ako. Okay. Sige, sige. Next, another thing is, in general, important terms only need to be defined in two cases. O, ganon. Merong ganon ha, two cases. Number one, or letter A, when the term is not widely known or understood, yung hindi gid naintindihan, yun lang ang i-define ninyo. And B, when the term has a specific or a unique meaning in the context of the study. And it is essential that the reader of the dissertation or research understand this specific meaning according to Creswell 2012. So, i-define ninyo yung mga mahirap lang na terms. Alangan i-define mo pa ang ano ba, ang mga word na mga flowering words lang. So, hindi na kailangan. So, in research, operation and conceptual definition of terms are used. Take a look the difference of the two terms below. So, sasabi ko na, anong gagamitin natin? Is it operational or conceptual? Hello?
Operational, sir.
Yes,
Operational.
operational. Yes, hindi na tayo gagamit ng conceptual kasi ang conceptual is pwede siya from Google, pwede siya sa dictionary and encyclopedia word by word. Okay? So here is the examples. The researchers are using their as I said, when we say operational, the researchers are using their own definition based on the uses of terms in the study. So meaning the way you define the terms. While conceptual naman is the researcher are using dictionary to define the terms of this study. So dati hindi pa man din ako huwag magawa ng research. Ang ginagawa ko, nagabasa muna ako sa dictionary tapos i-relate ko siya, isusulat ko siya ngayon the way I understand. Example, tingnan natin yung word na learning performance. Kung i-define natin siya operationally, it is said that it refers to the first quarter average grade of the respondents of the study. So tama si researcher. Ang learning performance niya daw ay mga grade ng estudyante noong first quarter. Kayo, wala pa man tayo nag-compute ng first quarter, di ba? Tama ba? Wala pa kayong card, di ba?
Yes, sir.
No. So, the same, kung gagamit kayo ng word na learning performance, dapat ganito ang pagka-define ninyo. Meaning it refers to the first quarter average grade of the respondents of the study. Kung babasahin niyo sa dictionary, wala sang dictionary na word na learning performance. Pero sa dictionary, makikita tayo ng learning, makita dito ng word na performance naka-split. So sa dictionary, learning means the act or experience of one that learns, while performance is the execution of an action something accomplishes. So that is according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So imagine, talagang hindi naintindihan, conceptual ging copy mo lang. While operational, ikaw talaga ang nag-define. So learning performance is being defined by the researcher using his or her own words based on the uses of terms in the study. While The terms learning and performance are defined naman dito sa conceptual by the researcher using the Merriam-Webster dictionary. So when you define terms, hindi na kayo magamit ng dictionary ha. Manda lang yun ang maggamit-gamit ng mga dictionary dyan. Oo, malalaman talaga yan. Okay, another word is hypothesis. Itong si hypothesis, nilalagay lang natin ito for the researchers or for the research that has correlational. So when we say a hypothesis, ang plural niya is hypothesis, okay? Is a proposed explanation for a phenomenon. A scientific hypothesis is a testable hypothesis, and scientists generally base scientific hypothesis on previous observation that cannot satisfactorily be explained with the available scientific theories. So please take note with that. So hypothesis is very important kasi para siyang testing of the previous research. Even though the word hypothesis and theory are often used synonymously, a scientific hypothesis is not the same as a scientific theory. Why? A working hypothesis is a provisionally accepted hypothesis proposed for further research and a process beginning with an educated guess or thought. So imagine hypothesis means yung gagamitin natin as our temporary solution for a problem. Kasi si theory kasi na-experimentuhan na, na-prove na. Si hypothesis, ipoprove pa lang natin. So, a hypothesis is an assumption, meaning it is an idea that is proposed for the sake of argument so that it can be tested to see if it might be true. So in the scientific method, the hypothesis is constructed before any applicable research has been done. So apart from a basic background review, and in addition, a hypothesis means an explanation for an observed problem or phenomenon based on a previous knowledge or observation. Often called a research question, a hypothesis is basically an idea that must be put to the test according to Esposito 2002. So sabi ko na kanina sa pinakita kong example sa isang research paper, after mo ng statement of the problem, ilabas ka agad si hypothesis. So there are two general types of hypothesis. Sabi ko na pwede nyong gamitin ito. Pili lang kayo, the null hypothesis and your alternative hypothesis. Take a look at the difference of the two terms below. Okay? Ayan. So, tingnan natin. Okay, for null hypothesis, ang symbol niya ito HO. For alternative, ang symbol niya is HA. Kaya nga A, alternative hypothesis, or pwede din H1, kasi marami kang alternative, pwede din H2. So, si null, when you say null, is a type of hypothesis used in statistics that proposes that there is no difference between a certain characteristics of a population, according to Hayes 2020. So, meaning, si null hypothesis, siya yung parang negative. It's not negative, pero ginagamitan siya ng word na no. Walang difference, no difference. Kaya magawa ka ng hypothesis, there is no significant relationship. Ganun ang example niya. Example nito, there is no significant difference between the written scores of control group and the experimental group. For alternative hypothesis naman, meaning this is a statement used in statistical inference experiment. It is usually contradictory to the null hypothesis. Kaibang-iba siya sa null hypothesis. We can say that it is simply an alternative to the null hypothesis, according to Hayes pa rin 2020. Example, there is a significant difference between the written scores of a control group and experimental group. So kung kanina si null, may there is no, si alternative, there is a, is significant. Okay? Did you get me? Hello? Are you still there?
Sir.
Tingnan natin yung study ni Miss Simpao. Kawawa ito si Simpao ba? Ginagamit ko na model ang kanyang research paper. Who can say to me that it is alternative or null hypothesis ang ginamit ni Miss Simpao?
Null hypothesis, sir.
Null, sir.
While Rixie, bakit null siya?
Nakabutan, sir, there is no significant relationship between the online video lectures and the learning interest of students.
Okay. So kayo, kung gagawa kayo, pwede alternative, pwede din null. Okay, Mr. Vicente, tama ba ang symbol niya?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so that is for null hypothesis. Bakit? For alternative, ano dapat ang symbol natin?
HA, sir, or H1?
Okay, very good. Ay, ang galing na ninyo. Pwede na talaga kayong gumawa ng research paper. Sige nga, to do more, so direction, write the exact definition of terms and hypothesis inside the figure. So meaning dito sa isang figure, letter A, ilagay ninyo ang definition of terms, and dito sa isang box is yung hypothesis. So, mas maganda siguro isulat nyo na sa paper, picturean natin para i-screenshot ninyo or picturean para dito ko na lang i-open sa folder. Okay lang, class?
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Yan na lang ha, kasi maraming nahihirapan sa Google Classroom, sa mga Google Forms. And letter B, you analyze the research titles below. Eto na. Tingnan natin kung marunong kayo mag-define ng mga terms. Ito yung mga research titles nila. Alcohol addiction among senior high school learners. So, define the terms operationally. Kayo mismo, hindi na kayo mag-open ng dictionary or Google. In your own words, you define what is alcohol, what is addiction, and what is senior high school learners. Number 2, pandemic anxiety of senior high school teachers. So, i-define nyo naman dito kung kanina si number 1, operational ang pagka-define natin. Si number 2, conceptual ang pagka-define natin. What do you mean by the word pandemic, anxiety, and teachers? Did you get it? Nakuha nyo?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So, conceptual ang pag-define sa number 2 ha, except for number 1 that is operational. Sige, hanggang dito na lang ang answeran ninyo, 3 lang. What I have learned, answer the following question comprehensively and write your answer on the space provided. 1, why do we need to define terms operationally? Number 2, suppose the concept of the study is effectiveness of online learning towards the academic performance of grade 11 students. What will be the hypothesis or assumption of the same concept of the study? And number 3, in your own words, explain the following. In your own words, take note, definition of term, hypothesis. For our criteria, content of the answers is 5 points. Grammar, spelling, dapat walang maling spelling, and grammar 5 points, a total of 10 points each. So, 20 points tayo dito sa what I have learned. Okay, so ilan ang answeran ninyo? 3 na, no? So, dito, imagine that you are working on the research title, define the term. Ay, gusto ko pa ito answeran nyo, para maging expert na talaga kayo. Halimbawa, ito yung title ng inyong research. Online learning. Its effect on self-esteem and academic performance of elementary learners of Region 12. So, ang gagawin ninyo is that you will going to define the terms conceptually. Pero ito, conceptually yung pagka-define. Online learning, self-esteem, elementary learners, academic performance, age, gender, economic status. Wow, karami-rami na mga terms yan na gustong i-define. Okay, that's all for this day. Wala na tayong assessment muna. So, ilan lahat na activity ang answeran, Mr. Vicente?
3 po, sir.
Ano ang una?
What's more?
And then?
What I have learned, kag what I
What
can
I have
do.
learned, and then, okay, very good. So everybody, please turn on your camera. I-dismiss ko na kayo ngayon kasi para you have time to answer. Mag-answer talaga kayo. Kasi bago kayo gagawa ng research paper, gusto ko muna maging expert kayo on how to prepare a definition of terms, on how to prepare hypothesis. Tapos, please take note, next Wednesday, magkakaroon na tayo ng title proposal. Magre-research na kayo ng inyong sariling title for research. Yes, Miss Pakulba.
Ang
Ano yan?
deadline sa ano, sir? Ang deadline. Sa...
Sining assignment?
Opo.
Sabado, 1:00. Okay lang? Kaya? Or gusto nyo Monday
Yes,
na
sir.
next week? Monday na lang next week ang imong nawong murag dagal ka pagtrabahoon. Wow, Angelo, nakasando. Di ba mag-screenshot tayo ngayon, isi-send ko ito kay Ma'am Hayag. Makita niya ni Ma'am, bakit pinakasando? Bakit pinaka-boxer? So as I said, kailangan naka-formal dress. Or makita gid ng imong kilikili dira pa. Sige na, please turn on your camera. Okay, everybody smile. Sino mag-picture?
Si Ogabang. Ay,
Salazar!
si Aldi
Sana si
yata.
Ugabang.
Salazar,
Si
sir.
LV.
Salazar.
Salazar.
Si LV.
Apo.
Oh, Salazar. Tapos na? Tapos na?
Wala pa, sir.
Oh, sige. Ready? Everybody, smile. 1. Okay, mag-count kami sa LV.
Kaya na, sir.
Okay.
Wala pa, sir.
So please don't forget. Sige. Again, please don't forget, aside from answering your module 7, mag-prepare na ng research title ha. 3. Okay? Aside from preparing your research title, kung makahanap din kayo ng objectives, mas maganda. Ano ba ang problema? Bakit ganyan ang gusto nyong i-research? Kung narinig nyo si Villar, ang ating senator, sabi niya, Villar 2021, bakit sige kayo research ng research? Ano bang nagawa ng research? So research is very important. Hindi niya lang alam. Oo, nagdalagan pa siyang senator kung wala siya nag-research. Okay, thank you so much for your attendance. Bye-bye everyone. So sabi ko na, I will dismiss you early para maka-research kayo. Kasi supposedly yan man talaga ang trabaho natin, mag-research ng mag-research. Hindi na sige klase. Bakit sir? Kasi research nga. Research ng research. 'Di ba? Okay, sige, bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
God
Bye-bye,
bless
sir.
you,
Bye,
research.
sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
I-send mo Miss
Yes,
El
sir.
picture ha sa GC.
Yes,
Thank
po.
you.
Yes, makalaban ako. Char.
Love you, sir.
Si Lidjuan. Ledge! Ay, balik kami eh. Kay Lami.
Hey, bitches. Char lang.
Wala ka ni balik kami eh. Walay Lami. Bye-bye na. Bye.